Okay, let's get started. First, you want to launch Microsoft Excel, and a new blank workbook will be displayed. The Excel window consists of a variety of components to make your work more efficient and worksheets more professional. When Excel starts, a new blank workbook called Book 1 will be created. The workbook is like a notebook. Inside the workbook are sheets, each of which is called a worksheet. Excel opens a new workbook with 3 worksheets. If necessary, you can add additional worksheets as long as your computer has enough memory to accommodate them. Each worksheet has a sheet name that appears on a sheet tab at the bottom of the workbook. For example, Sheet 1 is the name of the active worksheet displayed in the Book 1 workbook. If you click on the Sheet tab labeled Sheet 2, Excel displays the Sheet 2 worksheet. The worksheets are organized into a rectangular grid containing vertical columns and horizontal rows. A column letter above the grid, also called the column heading, identifies each column. A row number on the left side of the grid, also called the row heading, identifies each row. The intersection of each column and row is a cell. A cell is the basic unit of the worksheet into which you enter the data. A cell is referred to by its unique address or cell reference, which is the coordinates of the intersection of a column and a row. To identify a cell, specify the column letter first, followed by the row number. For example, cell reference D11 refers to the cell located at the intersection of column D and row 11. One cell on the worksheet, designated the active cell, is the one into which you can enter your data. The active cell is defined in 3 ways. First, a heavy border surrounds the cell. Second, the active cell reference shows immediately above column A in the name box. And third, the column heading A and row heading 1 are highlighted so it's easy to see which cell is active. The horizontal and vertical lines on the worksheet itself are called grid lines. Grid lines make it easier to see and identify each cell in the worksheet. If desired, you can turn the grid lines off so they do not show on the worksheet, but I strongly recommend that you leave them on. The mouse pointer has the shape of a block plus sign. The mouse pointer appears as a block plus sign whenever it is located in a cell on the worksheet. The mouse pointer turns into the block arrow whenever you move it outside the worksheet or when you drag cell contents between rows or columns. The other mouse pointer shapes are described when they appear on the screen. You view the portion of the worksheet displayed on the screen through a worksheet window. The default view is normal view. Below and to the right of the worksheet window are scroll bars, scroll arrows, and scroll boxes that you can use to move the worksheet window around to view different parts of the active worksheet. The status bar is located immediately above the Windows taskbar at the bottom of your screen. The status bar presents information about the worksheet, such as the function of the button the mouse pointer is pointing to or the mode of Excel, such as enter and ready, etc. To enter data into a cell, you must first select it. The easiest way to select a cell, or to make it active, is to use the mouse to move the block plus sign mouse pointer to the cell and then click. An alternative method is to use the arrow keys that are located just to the right of the typewriter keys on your keyboard. An arrow key selects the cell adjacent to the active cell in the direction of the arrow on the key. You know a cell is selected or active when a heavy border surrounds the cell and the active cell reference appears in the name box on the left side of the formula bar. Excel also changes the active cell's column heading and row heading into a different color. I think we're ready to start entering text in our spreadsheet.